Topic 9.1. Objective. You know how to use a fraction to describe parts of a whole. Today, you will learn how to find other names for fractions that represent the same part of a whole. Please write this in your math spiral now. Connect to what you know. Suppose you want to buy a granola bar for 50 cents. What fraction of a dollar is 50 cents? 50 hundredths is the same thing. Write it in your math spiral, then check. Was your answer 1/2? Before beginning, get Teaching Tool 5. Pose the problem. Find two fractions that represent the same part of a whole as 4/6. You may use fraction strips to help. So here's our fraction strips. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down to where I have the 1 right there so I can get a good look at them. Now, I see 4/6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go up this line. 2/3 matches it. Let's see what else matches it. Go down straight. Looks like 8/12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me make sure again. 4/6. Yep, it matches right there. And that is 8/12. So, I hope you have the same. 8/12, 4/6, 2/3. Now you try. Find two fractions that represent the same part of a whole as 6/8. Do just what I did. You may use fraction strips to help. Let's see what I got. For 6/8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to match up. Looks like 3/4. And let's see if the 12s work again. Yes, they do. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9/12. So 9/12, 3/4, and 6/8. Is that what you got? Let's try. Find two equivalent fractions for 12/16. The easiest way to find like fractions when you don't have fraction strips is to multiply or divide the numerator, which is the top number, and denominator, which is the bottom number, by the same number. Let's do 12/16. 12/16 times 2. Both the numerator and denominator are multiplied by 2. So I get 24. Oops, forgot to get my pen. 24. And 16 times 2 is 32. Okay, then I'll do 12 divided by 4, because you can also divide, is 3. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. So I found an equivalent fraction for 12/16, which is 24/32, and 12/16, which is 3/4. Find two equivalent fractions for 9/12. The easiest way to find like fractions when you don't have fraction strips is to multiply or divide the numerator, top number, and the denominator, bottom number, by the same number. Try 3 and see if you get what I did, or you can try any number as long as it's the same for the numerator and the denominator. Here's how I set mine up. Set yours up the same way, or you can use the same number for both the numerator and the denominator. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to do them. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I have 3/4 is an equivalent fraction of 9/12. Now I'm going to multiply, and I got 9 times 3, which is 27, and 12 times 3, which is 36. So I have 27/36. So these are two equivalent fractions for 9/12. Did you get the same? Now let's try something new. If you know either the equivalent fractions numerator or the equivalent fractions denominator, you can easily find the other missing numerator or missing denominator. Write these problems in your math journal and solve. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, the first thing I do is I look where I have 2. So 6 times what gives me 24? 4. So I'm going to multiply this by 4. And if I multiply the numerator by 4, I multiply the denominator by 4. So what times 4 would give me 32? So I know that it's 8. Okay, now let's try. Where do I have 2? Right here. 48 divided by 6 gives me 8. So if I divided the denominator, I will divide the numerator by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And that's how you do it. Now you try. If you know either the equivalent fractions numerator or the equivalent fractions denominator, you can easily find the other missing numerator or missing denominator. Write these problems in your math journal, then solve. Pause the video if you need to. 150 to get to 3. I will divide by 50. Notice I picked the one that had the two numbers. Okay, so I'll do the same up here. X divided by 50 gives me 2. And I know its inverse is 2 times 50 gives me 100. So 100 goes right here. Let's try down here. 12 to get to 24, I would multiply by 2. So if I multiply by 2 on the numerator, I would multiply by 2 on the denominator, and I get 36. Is this what you got? Now let's see if Jasmine's right. If you know either the equivalent fractions numerator or the equivalent fractions denominator, you can easily find the other missing numerator or missing denominator. Jasmine said that 6/50 is equal to 3/25. Is Jasmine correct? Explain it in your math journal. I say she's correct. And the reason is they gave me 50 and 25, so I knew to divide by 2, and I could have also done 6 divided by 2 is 3. So on both of these, it's divided by 2, so that's what you need to do. Divide it by the same number for the numerator and the denominator. Good job, Jasmine. Let's check on Jack. If you know either the equivalent fractions numerator or the equivalent fractions denominator, you can easily find the other missing numerator or missing denominator. Is Jack correct? Explain in your math journal. Let's see. I know that he would have to divide or multiply, and it looks like multiply in this case, by the same number. Can you multiply 5 and 8? 5 to get to 35 would be times, what? And 8 to get to 54 would be times what? Is it the same number? It needs to be. Mm-mm. 5 times 7 would give you 35, but it gives you 56 down below, so this number is incorrect. So Jack was incorrect. Did you also find this? Let's do the self-assessment now. How do you rate yourself?